In fact, it was no command staff, no supervisors signing up for it. I wanted them to have their event. I wanted them to be successful. So I said, well, put me on the list, you know. And I sacrificed. My daughter had a national championship dance competition in Orlando that I didn't, look, my whole family was up in Orlando for a week. And what I did was I went up there to see my daughter dance, and I came back. They were wondering, why you got to come back? Nobody else can work this? Why you got to do it? I said, no, because this is a big event. I want to make sure everything goes well, so I drove back. I went and saw her dance. I came, drove all the way back, left them there, came back so I could be at the event myself. The other factor we had was because our officers weren't signing up for it, I said I don't want the event to be canceled because we don't have enough officers. The way our system works, we work with a vendor called Extra Duty Solutions. This is the same vendor that regulates the details for West Palm Beach officers. A lot of times they reach out to us. They need more officers for Sunfest. They don't have enough officers. They'll open it up to Riviera Beach officers. So likewise, I say, instead of saying there's not enough officers, you can't have the event, let me open it up to West Palm Beach and see if some of their officers will sign up for the details so we'll have enough officers. So that's how we end up with West Palm Beach officers that signed up for the event. As far as the security goes,
no. Mr. Rozier, Major, there's no interacting with the public. It's just you all presenting. They've had their opportunity to speak, so we'll have the questions answered that were posed earlier.
It was 4 officers at West Palm Beach that was there, 1 captain and 3 officers. So when we had one of our final meetings where we were talking about the security issue for
Thane Lozman.
Good evening.
The last I learned is that Jonathan Evans works for the city council. The city council member asked him the name of that officer. He doesn't have the discretion not to give it to Mr. McCoy. Mr. McCoy, Mr. Lawson, they are your boss, Mr. Evans. So Mr. Evans, he can't even bother to see what the public say. He doesn't give a damn. But the point is you are responsible for that man. And if he doesn't give you your answer, then terminate him. We need to have a remedy that this does not happen again. Okay? First of all, what's the first part of the remedy? This group needs to be made whole. If they were only supposed to have 3 officers, if they were a white group, and they had 14, they need to be reimbursed for those expenses that they laid down. Second, we got to have an ordinance put on the books. Doesn't matter what color you are, based on the amount of people that go to an event. If it's 1,000 people, you need 3 officers. If it's 1,500, you need 10. That's in a code of ordinances where people can look it up online, and it doesn't matter if you're white, black, Hispanic. That's what the rules are, not what Botel and Evans think they should be. Okay? You're responsible, Evans. You run this city. You should have realized this was nonsense. How about a little unilateral leadership to do it? Do you know this man made $450,000 during the pandemic? $250,000 in salary and $200,000 for pay raise he gave himself. Well, you know something? You're not doing a very good job when you make more money than the President of the United States. I am telling you right now, this is an embarrassment to the city. This is the black city. This is not Botel City. But for the last 3 years, I've been getting up here and saying, go look at the videos on YouTube, that this woman is a racist pig for what she did to Lady March Goldwire. We don't have to tolerate her behavior. What's the remedy for that? Recall her from office now. You go, you get the signatures, the clerk checks them, and they have a special election and yank her out of office. If she had any sense of honor, she would resign tonight. She would resign tonight and not make this group here recall her from office. If she had any, you know, Mayor, you sit there like a little mouse sometimes, but you ought to stand up tonight and say, you know something, Botel, I've seen what you did to Lady March. I've seen what you did to other black residents. You need to resign. We don't have to put thousands of man-hours getting signatures. You should say, really all of you should say, you know something, Botel, you crossed the line for the last time, resign, and let this city get on with the work it has to do.